my Gee. You have no idea how action-packed it was. It is nothing compared like I've ever seen. Hello, my fun people, my fun lovers, whatever you want to call it, with fun. My name is Malaya, and welcome to Fun Testers HD, where we look at all types of fun from a kid's point of view. Today we will be doing a kid view or a kid review in a way. And I just came back from watching Ready Player One. This movie was directed by Steven Spielberg. He made Jaws, E.T., what else? Jaws, E.T., Indiana Jones, Jurassic Park, and some other movies you'll probably see when you get older because they're inappropriate for children in some ways. This movie was rated PG-13 as well, and note there are a little inappropriate language, and it's just, in some ways it's just not for kids sometimes, and there's a lot of violence, I'll tell you that. There's a lot of violence, so heads up. And it's scary in some parts. Give me a heart attack. And there's some characters you might see, and this story is about a boy named Parzival, and he's on an epic search in the oasis to find the egg with the help of his friends and trying to beat everyone and help save the oasis from bad guys. And heads up if you don't know what oasis is or what it means. It is actually a virtual reality game where you can be anything you want, you can go anywhere you want. And speaking of virtual reality, I play something called Prodigy. It's a math game about wizards. You can level up, you can dress your character, you can buy stuff and all types of cool stuff, but not as awesome as the Oasis. Imagine how fun it would be if it was in the real world. Everyone would be obsessed from the Oasis, just like in the movie, which they are all obsessed. And I have a character named Maya Rubycaster. I love my personal character, and you could even try it too. There is a link, and you can just sign up. It's easy. And speaking of characters, let's get into the characters of the movie. There we have Parzival, Artemis, I want to say Artusis from Prodigy. It's just Artemis and Artusis sound very alike. H, Daito, Shoto, Irok, and some bad guys. I can't remember their name, but there were a lot of bad guys. IOI. I think there are IOI, they called them Sexers or Sixers. They called them Sexers because they suck. That's exactly why they called them Sexers. And by the way, Parzival, they are all Gunters, and there is a little tiny itty bitty little secret about H. I can't tell you his or her specific gender. There's a mystery, and you'll have to watch the movie to find out. Speaking of watching the movie, it is a book that you can read. Did you know that? And fun fact, the book can be read to you on Audible. It is one of my favorite apps. It reads the book to me when I just get grumpy and I don't want to read the book myself. It's kind of a lazy way to read books, but it's still very fun, and it basically reads it to you, so your options are going to the movies and watching it, reading the book, or going on Audible and listening to it. And personally, I think it's a great app. And also, speaking of listening, I was listening to the soundtrack, and I liked the sound of it. There was the 80s soundtrack, and maybe we might have a video on where me and Nana listened to my grandpa's whole 80s tracks and see if I like them at all. So watch out if that ever comes out. That may not, but that might. So heads up, you might want to look for that. And the 80s music was slow, kind of jazzy in a way. And speaking of music, I myself am a musician. I play the piano, which I love doing. And speaking of that, I have a concert soon, or more like a performance, which I love about that. The music was in some ways romantic, in a way, sometimes soft and sometimes sweet and sometimes sad. It was definitely really emotional, and the action. Oh my gee. You have no idea how action-packed it was. It is nothing compared like I've ever seen. It's past Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider is pretty good, but oh my gee. This movie was so action-packed and so cool, especially all the obstacles, and there was a little bit of violence, a little bit, but this movie was awesome and great and action-packed. So people, if you like action-packed, you'll want to see this movie, and heads up if you get really scared sometimes. You might want to watch out because it has some of your, it may have some scary parts in it. Just for a heads up, if you get scared, you might want to bring your teddy bear when you're reading it or listening to it, because it gets really scary. Speaking of teddy bears, there is a not so nice doll in there. Not going to say who, but there is. And it's pretty creepy in some parts, but let's not worry about that. And if you like these types of videos, then you should hit the like button and subscribe. And if you just want to comment or talk to me about anything, you can do that in the comment section below, and I will try to get to your comment as soon as possible. Until next time. Oh wait, I forgot. This has been fantastic, and I give it a half thumbs up or a full thumbs up, because I wish it had more. A half thumbs up. A half thumbs up or a thumbs up, a full one thumbs up, because I wish they made it as long as a book. But if you would know, if they can't put all those good juicy parts into a movie, and sometimes they change it up. So I just wish that the movies had everything put, like the juiciness of the books. I said everything else and then I skipped that part. So now I'm gonna say bye. Bye.